Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never Open Podcast. The podcast open to everyone, especially everyone in the wonderful city/country of Singapore. Hi, I miss you guys. My name is Luke. I'm your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Guy. Say hello, Mr. Andy.
Hey, Luke. I'm Mr. Andy, and I'm here to talk about the king of pro wrestling stuff that we haven't talked about yet. Our long-awaited episode. Our tens of fans have been frothing at the mouth. They're steaming up the window right now. I can see them.
That's right.
They would like to hear our thoughts on all of the happenings in New Japan, which there are quite a few. And we're going to miss some, but we'll be back around. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. We're very fashionable. We're fashionably late with our King of Pro Wrestling review. So we'll do that. We got the last 3 nights of the King of Pro Wrestling to cover. So we'll do that. But first, there's some professionalism that we need to do. There are ways that people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We're on the Blue Skies. I am at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Drews for Tweets. Collectively, we are at neveropenpod.bluesky.social. Yes, nailed it. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. Also, if you got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as evil. Yeah, evil. If you wish to. And yeah, we're on the YouTube, so you can watch me do this intro, and you can have a look at this. You can only see that on the YouTubes, and all that kind of stuff. So yes, Never Open Podcast on YouTube. Hello, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Hi.
Luke, this first night was the 9th of October, and this venue, it looks like the inside of a dishwasher, but with windows and curtains, so you can see out, so you can see in to make sure your dishes are getting washed. All your wrestlers are in there rolling around. You know, you got to make sure they all get washed properly. I believe this is one of the nights that has no English commentary, and it was like added later, and I was happy. So,
yeah, I never wait till the English commentary is added later. Does anyone actually do that? No offense to Walker or Chris and all that, but I'm watching it as live or as close to live as possible, and I'm not waiting. I am definitely not waiting. We're going to start off with Shoma Kato and Tetsuya Matsumoto versus Murashima and Katsuya Murashima and Zane J. So this is fun stuff. And look, Matsumoto, he gets a bit of a big head beating up Murashima. So Murashima gives him a bouncy brab for his insolence, and Matsumoto has to tap out. And Shoma Kato and Zane J have a bit of a fight post-match, and yeah, it was nice.
That's what happened. Next, Luke, we had Yuya versus Daiki Nagai. Yeah. This is cool. So Daiki Nagai is going through the young guy gauntlet for some reason now, and it's awesome. So we get a match here, and it's good. He gets out wrestled by Yuya to start, and Yuya goes after his arm, but then Daiki Nagai gets a headlock takeover, and he avoids the leg scissors. There's a lot of fighting over basic moves that never stop in wrestling, but New Japan likes to do that. Like, they like to take a move and take it apart, like a sequence of moves, and they'll take it apart and then put it back together. That's kind of what happens here. It's pretty cool because he's trying to get out with those leg scissors after the headlock takeover, which is a common sequence, but he won't let him. And it's great. I love that. But then arm death. You've heard of ego death before, right? This is arm death from Yuya Uemura. He kills this young man's arm. But Daiki Nagai does get some moves in during comeback, including the monkey flip, and Yuya goes up big. His drop kick does not have the spring in it today, though, that it normally does. I don't know why. I guess he should be selling his arm, not his leg, but he can't get up like he usually does. He puts a grab on Yuya, but it gets a rope break, of course, and Yuya slams up a bunch of times and breaks his fucking arm in half, and Daiki Nagai gives up, and Daiki Nagai gets all mad, and he throws the ice bag at Yuya.
That's right.
Fuck your handshake.
Yeah, stick it up your ass, Yu Uemura. That's not happening. I'm in the unaffiliated group. We don't do that. Next we have Driller Maloney and Clark Connors versus Sonata and Kanemaru. Driller runs in with the guitar. He's wanting to bonk Sonata big time. Wheel-san is out, but Clark is hit from behind by Sonata with a water bottle, and Kanemaru sends him into the ring post. They're not going to fall for that shit. Come on, you're against House of Torture here. But Kenta Sato chumps himself out again. Look, Kenta Sato, come on, man, because Sonata he falls for Kenta Sato falls for Sonata's bullshit and DQs Driller Maloney, and Driller chases Sonata backstage with the guitar.
Yeah, I'm ready for this to be done.
Yeah.
So this is a fine little mid-card feud for these guys, and it sure is one. Next, Luke, we have Murashima being protected again. It's ELP and Jado versus Tanahashi and Nope, Yasuda. So funny. Air guitar stuff. Yasuda and Jado wrestle, and it sure is wrestling. There's a big splash on Yasuda. ELP pins him.
There's a weird edit here because when I started this match, because I didn't watch it live, it went straight to ELP's entrance with Tanahashi already out, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
They cut it out because people were just so happy to see Tanahashi, they were getting their titties out. So
that's right. I'm throwing panties at Tanahashi like he's fucking Tom Jones on stage or something. Oh my
it's
goodness!
Not on you.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. The next we got Bolin Oleg, Toriano, El Desperado, Kukai, and Tiger Mask versus Doki. Evil! Togo Show and Don Fale. Chumpy is here. Show intros Evil as the Never Open champion already. He also says stuff, probably calling everybody bogans, of course. Doki is holding 2 belts, and if I was that way inclined, I would be super excited. No, actually, I am that way inclined. It's Doki. Yeah. I'm very super excited. Despy, he runs.
I think we should get another belt on Doki. Let's get the stink belt on there. Why not? You know what I mean? Who cares? It's just a stink belt. Let's throw it on there.
And then what I want then, if he gets the stank belt, is the other 2 members of Hut put the other 2 stank belts on.
Yes!
Him. 5 belts, and he's like,
that's right.
Hey, you're the one who goes and does all the weightlifting things. Right. So like, put all the belts on him, and Doki's coming in the ring, going,
he has to sell the weight, but he can't sell that it's too much for him. You know what I mean? So
he's got a big grin on his. Oh, he can't really see his big grin, but his eyes are lit up. Like
he can smile with his eyes. I've seen it.
That's. Oh my god! So Despy runs out, as does Kukai, because they just lost their attempt to get the junior titles or whatever. So they're running out all mad and stuff. The nerds are slow to come. The other nerds are slow to come out, so they're getting beat up. Kukai's balls meet the ring post a few times. Kukai also eats a Tongan massage. Welcome to New Japan, Kukai. Dick Togo, he gets crunched and swung by Oleg, and I absolutely love seeing that. What else do I love seeing? Yeah, Tiger Mask eating a hot hoe train. Yes, then dick to dick contact. I'm like, wow. I'm marking out here. Kukai gets to mix more of the others, and he's eating the railing, and he's doing diving spots at Doki and stuff. There's a magic killer by the Evil Dicks, and Evil pins Tiger Mask. Darkness, Scorpion, and Tiger post-match, which makes me happy. Oleg makes the save and gets his belt back.
Yeah, he's now the real champion again. So thanks for
right.
that. Next, Luke, we have Shota Umino and Hanma versus the Fighting Fellows, which is Yudo Ice and Oscar. Poor Hanma. Marty's sticking around because he wants to see Hanma die. So
every Hanma dies.
Most of this match is the Fighting Fellows beating up Hanma. And then we get a lot of Shota versus Oscar. And this is Shota like stiffs Oscar in the face with a fucking drop kick. And it was like right after Ice wasn't in position for this DDT thing. This is funny, So Ice has burger wrap on his arm too from the Yuya, So
Right.
Hanma gets a Kokeshi on both fighting fellows. He tries a rocket version on Ice and is met with an elbow to the dome, and it looked fucking fantastic. Fuck stick kick from him, which is a single leg drop kick. I named that years ago. Fuck stick kick is great name. And Yudo Ice pins Hanma. Post-match beatdown on Shota, and Yuya shows up and evens the odds, and the nerds stand tall.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Goodness.
Weird.
I just imagine us at a fucking New Japan live show together, and we're screaming nerds like we're Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds,
or anyway. Like we're us from the Never Open podcast. That's
Oh my goodness, yes indeed. And our main event is Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Titan versus David Finlay, Gabriel Kidd, Taiji Ishimori, and Gato. There's Taiji has been a bit rando with his rat tail appearances recently, so okay, I don't know what's up with that. Everyone except Titan on the unaffiliated side shows how fun they are by fucking with the beard, Gato's beard, and it's all good. It's fun. It's a super cool time. Titan though, I'm here to wrestle.
Ugh. What a nerd. He should join the nerds. Why isn't he in the nerds? He is a nerd. He should be there. I thought it was funny when Hiromu sold his hands being all greasy after he touched Gato's beard for too long. That's right. He was like, ew.
Yeah, it's a really, really good stuff. It's a really good stuff, but I'm kind of ready for these matches to happen too. Titan pins Gato for the win, of course. It's good stuff. Wonder where this will lead. It won't lead to anything that'll make me go, the fuck is going on? No, it definitely won't.
That was just like a house showy show match, right?
Yeah.
And on the next night, we actually get a title match or something.
Oh, yeah. The next night is one we get Doki, Despi, Kukai. Okay. They're running out this night, I guess, because of the previous night's beatdown or whatever. So, all right. Okay. Cool.
You can't help it, right? I mean, it's funny. You said earlier before the show you weren't going to do that because we didn't watch the most recent show, right?
Yeah.
But then you did it anyway with another show.
I think this is it. All right. I think what happened is
it's been a fucking week since we watched this.
That's right. I think it's because Doki has retained against Despe, the title or something. And
see, it's all mixed up together, which normally would be
a
bad thing.
But
now it is not a bad
fucking
thing.
Times all screwy.
That next show, Luke, is on the 11th, and it was at Satani Tokorozawa City Gymnasium, and Walker was there, and he was talking the words. So, the first match, Luke, was Kato and Matsumoto versus Yasuda and Zane J. Not much to say here. Young Lions getting the reps in. Kato brabs out Zane J for the win.
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty solid stuff. And now, hey, we get a match that I should be excited for, but all right, let's do it. I'm excited for Murashima because it's an opportunity for him to wrestle a New Japan top guy, and I'm all in for that. I just don't want to see him bumping around and losing to Shota Umino. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
But he main evented the Dome, man.
That's right. That's right. So that's why I said I'm very excited for Murashima. Murashima manhandling and slapping Shota at the start is fucking amazing, and I'm marking out. Do I like seeing Murashima bump? Yes. Bump for Shota? No. But is he doing great bumping for Shota Umino? Fuck yeah. It's great. I love seeing Murashima pounce. Shota Umino. Murashima's power slam is so good as well. There's a brab spot. But look. Shota. All right. I did say at the start of my review of this match I was going to stop beating the Shota horse. I'm going to do it one more little time. You got a lot of moves in your arsenal, Shota. You're not Mr. Bread. Stop trying. Stop beating all the young lions with a lariat.
Oh.
That's Bread's move. That is Bread's bag. That's a Bread bag.
Where's Mr. Bread?
Dude, he's probably at some fucking promotion being their world champion, like belt collecting somewhere.
Yeah.
So, I'm almost 60. Who wants to put a belt on me? And every wrestling company is like, we do, Kojima-san. Here you go. Here's our belt. And Noah's just like, please let me sign you guys up for the rest of your career. So, yeah, it's I'm mostly excited for Murashima wrestling Shota than I am watching Shota beat the shit out of Murashima. But that's just my bias. And yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, that match was long.
Yeah,
it was long, and like Murashima has been featured on this tour. So
he has. Yeah,
he's gonna be going away soon, I think. I mean, it's gotta be,
him and a
or
guy maybe.
just
Yeah.
promote him. Just fucking forget it. Just promote him straight up, just how he is. Just give him some pants. He's good to go.
Go to the top. Yeah.
I like that. Also, just a little update, check-in. Shota Umino's plan to get over with all of the babies on the roster is working. So, I mean, they do a little respect after the match. So, just saying.
That's right.
Guy likes getting over with babies. Sonata and Kanemaru are going to wrestle Drilla and Connors next. And the War Dogs hit stereo Canadian drop kicks on the Hot Hunky Boys. And this is so amazing. So a fan feeds Drilla a towel to choke Sonata with. Like he's like, yeah, here you go. Like, it's a lady, and she's just like, yes, this is for you to choke him with. And he chokes fucking him with it, and then gives it right back. And it was like,
I will never watch this towel again. Of course.
Well, it was like it was planned too. It was great, So then I noticed something. I noticed a man who looks like the man who directed The Lord of the Rings standing ringside in a tracksuit. And it is Eddie Munster. And he's standing there doing young lion duties. And I'm like, what the fuck? Eddie Munster has never been ringside before. What's he doing there? Me and Fred Gwynn are baffled. And, but I just noticed him there. And it was hard not to notice him. So, and if I got sat in the front row right behind him, I'd be fucking pissed because he can't see shit. So anyway, yeah. Kenta Sato gets bumped. The heavies trade low blows. Drilla calls Sonata up chicken like that. He doesn't do it that way, but he kind of does. That's funny. Cheap, actually, right? Isn't that the way it goes? So Kenta Sato wakes up. We get a standoff before he finally starts counting. Kenta Sato gets to 18 and then starts over because Drilla goes through the ropes. Come on, Kenta Sato, quit burying yourself. Chalk it up to ref's discretion, though, because that makes no sense. Drilla's all mad, I guess. So then there's a count out. Drilla's mad that this is okay. We get a segment here. We rarely get segments on New Japan Wrestling.
That's right.
Usually it's just two guys talking at each other, and that's what happens here. But there's an action spot and another person involved, and it is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. But it's fun. And I really enjoyed it because of what happened. So Drilla gets on the mic and he's like, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. He's mad. He's mad at Sonata because Sonata hasn't accepted the terms of the match. No rules, you see. So he holds Kanemaru hostage like he's going to smash the guitar. And the story they're trying to tell is that Sonata isn't mad that he's going to smash Kanemaru. He's mad he's going to smash the guitar, right? That's kind of the idea, right? So we get a comedy sketch. Walker, like Sonata's out in the crowd, and he stands there and looks at Walker and seems to say something, and Walker's like, you want me to translate? Oh, I understand. And he translates, and then Sonata accepts and then Drilla kills Kanemaru with a guitar anyway and smashes it more. And Sonata acts very sad. Drilla uses silly hot guys logic against them. I like that story. This was a bad segment, but man, it was fun.
Yeah. Look, this is a segment that would probably work better on the AE dubs and, dare I say it, the WWE dubs, because this kind of thing is their shtick, right? But needing a segment where, look, Sonata doesn't show facial expressions, everyone. So
makes it tough.
Do I like him? Yeah. Do I like his shtick he's doing now? Sure. But, and also I could easily have just seen him going, yeah, all right, buy guitar. Hey, Kanemaru, I'll see you at the back. I'll have some Suntory for you, make it up for you. Bye. But, who cares? We're getting this match, and it's a good match, so I'm going to allow it.
It's funny too because he smashed 1 million guitars. He doesn't care about the guitar. He just cares about it now because Drilla is threatening.
They never put over that there was one specific guitar that Sonata See, if Sonata had come out with 2 guitars, one to be like, I love this guitar, put this down. This is my swinging guitar,
Right?
though.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Well,
But
something funny happens post match too. Is that the guitars turned into 1,000 splinters, which go all over the mat, and that is unacceptable. New Japan isn't going to have a wrestler step in there without the mat being completely clean. And Eddie Munster and his broom get to work, and they're out there sweeping, and they get it into acceptable condition from which I was very happy to see. So,
yes, indeed. All right, so next week, I still get to do 2 of these. All right, that's fine. Next we have Bolton Oleg, Toriano, and Tiger Mask versus Don Filet and the Evil Dicks.
Don Filet. It's
That's
like a fish fillet, from McDonald's. But
that's right.
A man.
House of Torture attack, and Evil takes the title and stands on Bolton Oleg. Yano, excuse me, burping all over the place. Professionalism.
Drinking beers in the morning.
I am not. I'm having a coffee. Get out of here. Yano slaps Fale in the head. By the way, because of the 3-hour time difference in Singapore, I'd be having a beer at about 1 o'clock. But you rewind it back 3 hours, and I'm like, wait, am I having a morning drink? What time is it? No, it's fine. Yano slaps Fale
somewhere.
All right, Yano slaps Fale's head. Always a great idea. Tiger does something cool, and that's making Fale run into the Evil Dicks while they're in the corner. That was fun. But there's a grenade on Tiger, then a Darkness Scorpion, and Tiger gives up, and Evil wins.
Yeah, Evil poses with the belt.
Yeah,
like he just won it because he hits his finisher on Bolton Oleg after the match. Tiger Mess was fucking trouble for the Hunky Boys, man. They couldn't handle him. There for a while he was bouncing around like a pinball machine. I was like, what is going on here? They're making him look awesome.
Bounce around like a tiger.
as a great example of other wrestlers making a wrestler look amazing. So
yeah, that's true.
Connors joins commentary. No comment about Wheel Song joining commentary though.
No.
So next week we have Yuya and Hanma versus the Punching People, Oscar and Ice. Marty's here, and holy shit, take it easy. Oscar has got heat with me. He lifts Marty up the ropes. Like Marty's like walking up the ropes backwards, and he's lifting him up by his shirt, and he almost throws Marty out of the ring and then throws him on the mat like a piece of trash. That ain't cool, man.
No. We like you, Oscar, but don't you be fucking with our Marty Asami. No.
Poor Marty. He got choked out more than usual. That was ridiculous. Yeah. So Yuya and Ice have unfinished business, so they love fighting each other, and I love watching it. Oscar and Hanma they make it entertaining, and Oscar gets a sleeper and a giant swing on Hanma. Hanma's dead. Marty calls the match. And King, the Punching People, excuse me, not the Knockout Brothers. They set up for their finisher post-match on Yuya, but oh my God, it's Luke's hero. Shota runs in. He rides in on his motorcycle and throws his roughneck leather jacket to the floor, and he takes a bullet for his partner. He takes the finisher. Oh.
Yeah.
Would you take a finisher for me?
Yeah, I would.
Not the Knockout Brothers finisher, but maybe.
No.
Right.
I want to get Brad the fuck out.
There you go, Brad. It looks kind of comfortable. Oh, you know what I'll take? Butterfly lock all day long. Bring it on.
Getting home from Singapore, I slept for like 12 hours because I didn't have because of the flight. And just gardening. It's a nice sunny day. So what happened was, like, I woke. You know how sometimes you have a really long sleep and you wake up and you're like, that was refreshing, but I'm a bit sore. My back, and I was like, you know what? Now that we mentioned it right here on the show, could have done with a nice little Brad. Get Murashima to bounce on it a few times.
There you go.
Thanks so much.
Maybe a Tongan massage while you're at it,
That's right. Well, Fale at events will charge you $50 for a chop. I wonder if he'd take $100 to give me a Tongan massage.
Yeah, and you got to sign a waiver.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we have the reason we're covering these 2 house shows and not deciding to be like, hey, we're a bit behind. Maybe we should just do Kapow. No. Because we're definitely going to do this match. It is Desperado and Kukai versus Doki.
Well, that's not the next match, Luke.
It isn't? No. Oh, you get to do that. All right, let's do it. It is Shingo, Daiki Nagai, Yoda and Titan versus Gabriel Kidd, Gato, Taiji Ishimori, and David Finlay. Hiromu, though, why isn't he here? Oh, that's right. He's too busy making Ida eat shit because Hiromu beats the fucking crap out of Ida at a Noah show and retains the GHC junior title. So there you go. Taiji does Daiki Nagai does an awesome monkey flip on Taiji Ishimori, who freaking goes up high for it. I love Ishimori. Shingo helps Nagai do a sunset pin on David Finlay, and they both kind of stack him up too. And yeah, Chumpy's like, I'm gonna count this. I really love that. But what happens? Yeah, Daiki Nagai, he's gonna get paid back for his insolence there, and David Finlay beats the shit out of him, pins him for his insolence as well. And yeah, I'm definitely ready for some of these matches to come to a head. And yeah, that was good stuff.
The War Dogs took turns giving Daiki Nagai super wedgies where they were lifting him up by his trunks, and that looked like it sucked. That looked like it sucked big time. All right, Luke.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get chopped to shit.
Yeah,
rather than get like atomic wedgied by 6'5" tall men and stuff.
That looks like that hurt. That could have been trouble later. But anyway, next, Luke, here we go. Junior tag title match. It's Sho and Doki, the champs, versus El Desperado and Kuki. And Sho talks some shit, and the nerds, they get mad, and so they take advantage, of course, because he wasn't ready. But then House of Torture cheat because just to level the playing field because they cheated first. So Daiki distracts Red Shoes while Sho hits a chair shot to Kuki where his like the cushion flies off, right? So Desperado needs to tag out, but Kukai's dead from the chair, you see. And Desperado finally tags in Kuki, and we get him running wild and a bunch of flippy flops. His tornado splash that he hits is reckless, and I like it. He hits some wacky upside down DDT thing that looks pretty cool. He and Doki do a bunch of like cool double down lucha stuff that's awesome. Desperado gets in versus Sho, and they do cool fuck your arm, fuck your leg counter and reversals like it's Ishimori versus Desperado. That was really cool. And I kind of like Sho stuff almost as much. You know what I mean? That was really good. Yeah. And then Kuki versus Doki. Kuki has him in a surfboard, but we get a ref bump, bunch of low blows. This finish involves a fake out double reverse thing with the sheet metal. Sho hits Cookie, and Doki rolls up Cookie, grabs the tights, just the extra fuck you, and he gets the win. The champs retain. Good.
Yeah. You know what I want for Junior? This like I didn't think the Nerds had a chance in winning, mostly because like I feel like we're going towards everyone in Junior Tag League going, fuck these guys. We got to get the Junior Tag titles off them. And hey, if you're not going to have House of Torture win your tournament, have them be the champs. Have some dudes chase them. And I love Double Belt Doki. Is he going to have 2 belts for Wrestle Kingdom?
Double Belt Doki. I like that. I can get behind that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love Doki. I love seeing him 2 belts. I really enjoyed this match. It's freaking great. Kukai has some really cool, kind of innovative, like offense to pretty nice sequences. That corkscrew suicida was pretty fun. The Doki Choki is now apparently called the Darkness Stretch.
No.
Yeah, good luck getting me to call it anything other than the fucking Doki Choki. I respect you guys. He's in How Hot Now, Darkness Stretch, whatever. It's the Doki Choki, and it's the Doki Choki for life. Just own it, Doki. I'm sorry, buddy. But
he was a heel when he first did that move, so it's not like it's different now.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, it was a Doki Choki when he was a heel. It's a Doki Choki now. It'll be the Doki Choki tomorrow.
Doki Choki, then, now, forever.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, are you ready? It is the show that everyone's got no idea what happened, so they're relying on us to tell them that. It is the King of Pro Wrestling. I'm pretty sure we are at Ryogoku Sumo Hall.
Yeah.
And he didn't correct me, so yes, we
Yeah,
are.
it was the Budokan or Sumo Hall or whatever, and this was on
All
the
right.
13th, and it's packed and stacked, and this crowd's on fire.
I watched
They're
some of
ready
this
for
show.
some wrestling.
I watched some of this show weird. I saw this at the airport on the way to Singapore, and I watched the rest the next day in Singapore. So, man, I'm almost glad that there was a day's break between the first match and the second match for me, because whilst the second match is really good, it's very house showy, doesn't really, continue much, because we start with an IWGP women's title match. It is Sari versus Suri.
That's tough. Red versus silver is what I
I
got.
feel like I'm fucking David Letterman at the Oscars going, Una Oprah. Remember, yeah, that went down like a lead balloon as well. But yeah, so right, I just want to start a little criticism I have, because apart from this one little nitpick, the fucking match rules. Here's my nitpick. Every time I say women wrestle on a New Japan show, not every time, I'm sure there's an exception, but a lot of the time, here's the story. This woman and this woman have been feuding since they were 9 years old. And this 9-year-old has never beaten this 9-year-old except that one time where the other 9-year-old was already partially injured. And that's the only reason that they beat the other one. And that's the story of this match as well. So, other than that, this match fucking rules.
One other big problem is they brought in the Stardom ref. Where's Marty? You know they requested Marty.
Where's that fucking sleazy American ref? Who's that sleazy ref who's like, oh?
You mean Chumpy Jr.? Or are you talking about Elvis ref? Remember Elvis ref?
maybe Elvis ref or Chumpy Jr. Yeah. Going like,
oh man, so many refs. But Luke, this match is fucking fantastic, and I didn't expect. I mean, I thought it would be good, but I missed all that story stuff because I watched this show with Japanese commentary, and I was very happy that I did.
There you go. All right. Sari does a move that I'm sure TJP's missus was watching and being like, hey, TJP, either she stole your shit or you should actually do this, because I see a fucking face wash drop kick from Sari. And I'm like, oh, all right. Sari's in the red. Suri is in the silver. Yes, I also had to write that down because their names rhyme, and I'm glad they're in different. Yeah. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Suri does a middle rope double stomp to Sari's thigh.
Yeah.
Fucking looked like it hurt. Maybe
Charlie
it
horse.
didn't. It's like, yeah, exactly. Fucking goddamn. And here's where I wrote the story of this Joshi's never beaten the other Joshi. Doesn't matter. All right. This, I don't even know if I've got all the moves down. This is fucking gnarly shit. These two fucking murder each other. And look, and they get a good. I think another criticism that I would have about previous women's title matches, or just women's matches in general on New Japan show. All right, here's 10 minutes. Get your shit in. No. These two ladies get to have like a good 15 to 20 something minutes of just going. Because why? We get stretches of them both selling and submission spots where they're crawling for ropes, all this kind of stuff. So it isn't just one of those, hey, we've got fucking 8 minutes. Let's kitchen sink this and just go fucking biggity bam and it's over. No. We've got space between the moves. To let things breathe a bit and then transition to the next stuff. And finally, this is what we want. Sure. I love a kitchen sink. We only got fucking 7 minutes. Let's do all of our moves, and here's how good we are. But you know what? After I see these two Joshis do some absolutely gnarly killer shit on each other, I kind of want to see some selling. And we see a shit ton of selling. This is fucking awesome stuff. But commentary kind of spoils the finish, because I don't think that the lady who's never beaten the other lady is going to win, because that never happens when we watch one of these matches, but Suri, she pins Sari and wins the title, and because she's 100% now, you see, and it's just fucking great stuff though. I got to the point where I'm just like, you know what? Can we just have them both collapse and put an arm across each other or something? Because this is typical Luke booking. I was very impressed and loved both Sari and Suri. This was a fucking fantastic way to start the match. Start the show. And we start the King of Pro Wrestling with a couple of fucking queens, in my opinion. This was a badass. What do you think of this?
Did they say that on commentary?
No, that was me. So you can bury me now for that.
I don't believe you. So I think that's stuck in your brain. But anyway, this match is fucking awesome, and it's super never. It's very never. Dude. You know, they beat each other up, and they put in effort that puts some wrestlers to shame. You know, and that's the thing, is that even when it isn't super clean, it's like pure effort, and they are laying it all out there. And man, it's good. I like that they got respected and they got time as well. You're right. I mean, that was like a, that's really cool. Next, Luke, we have, as you said, a house showy match. It's a special 6-man tag. It's Shingo, Hiromu, and Teton versus Finlay, Ishimori, and Clark Connors. Finlay and Shingo start. It's a standard tag match, but on 1.5 speed. And I'm not watching it on 1.5 speed. It just is on that, because instead of doing that to the ladies match, they did it to this match. So I appreciate that, War Dogs,
and that's what they should have done. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. We get a little teasing of some future stuff. War Dogs do babyface planches, and shit. And stupid Teton does all kinds of awesome wrestling. He dives on the War Dogs, and Finlay saves him from a broken leg on the fucking guardrails just by the way he takes the fucking, whatever. Maybe he wouldn't have broke his leg, but his leg would have gone to the guardrails, and Finlay was nice. He received, let's see here. He gets a pinfall victory after Trash Panda on Teton. That made me happy. Shingo puts a baseball cap on and yells at Finlay, like, buy my baseball cap, you son of a bitch.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Good stuff. A bit weird to have a house showy match on this. I just want to add something, because you did listen to this with the Japanese. I had the English on. They're giving us, they're laying groundwork here. No, not during the tour, but here of, wow, these two teams have a certain kind of respect for each other. And I'm like, what are you talking about, a certain respect for each other? They just want to kill each other. What the fuck is this? Yeah. To be continued.
Let us watch it. Let us watch it happen.
Yeah. So, you could imagine my reaction later on going like, okay, right. So next match is a no DQ, no count out, match between Drilla Maloney and Sonata.
It's the Riot in Ryogoku is what they called it, a.k.a. the walk-in brawl in Ryogoku.
That's right. Now, I have one nitpick, and maybe I missed it, so you can fill me in, but I got a lot of notes for this match, so maybe I missed it then. There's a fake Sonata out.
Yeah. And
that's it. I thought fake Sonata would get involved, cop a fake pin, then it's not the real Sonata, we have to keep going, but no, I don't think we see fake Sonata again, and doesn't really contribute much to the match. So
was it Kanemaru?
Maybe. But
that's who I thought it was,
I didn't see him demask like they're fucking Tom Cruise or anything either. So,
I think the cameras missed it, because I think it was Kanemaru or Dick Togo. Maybe it was Dick Togo, but it doesn't accomplish anything. Your point still stands. It accomplished nothing except to go, huh?
Yeah. Right. There's another Sonata. Oh, but this one's with the speakers. He's got Soundwave Sonata. Mm-hmm. But yeah, first Sonata is a Madame Tussauds lookalike with a melting wax face. It's right in Ryogoku. Here we go. I've got it. Sonata tries to use a fork, but and then my note here is: Will Drilla pin the wrong Sonata? No, but Sonata gets forked first. Drilla licks the fork clean. Then he uses a chair and takes Sonata bowling. Drilla then gets himself some tables. Sonata stops himself from being powerbombed, so Drilla throws a chair into his fucking face. Ouch. Sonata back body drops Drilla onto tables, and the tables are like fuck you, Driller, and don't sell. And the tables want to make it to a second night, you see.
Yeah.
That's right. But Sonata looking chill and bloody. Like he's got blood and he's looking pretty chill while he bleeds as well. He side suplexes Driller through the table. The table then sells. Driller gets low blowed, and Sonata doesn't have to hide it. It's an amazing elbow drop by Driller. Sonata whacks Driller in the noggin with the guitar. Both men are bleeding now. Sonata's turn to fork Driller. That is using an actual fork on people. People, just in case. All right, I'm just going to be a pure old dirty prick because...
You just used a snake on people. You didn't use a fork.
That's right.
Do that again.
Snake season.
See?
That's right. Let's see. It's the Mark of the Mara, the evil one. All right, so elbow drop by Driller. I like his elbow drop. Sonata whacks Driller in the noggin with a guitar. Both men are now bleeding. Sonata forks Driller. Sonata comes off the middle rope with the fork to the head and then hits a shining wizard moonsault. German by Driller. Sonata flips out and sends Driller into Sakamoto. Driller killer. No ref.
Yeah, I wondered why there was... I'm like, why is there a ref bump? But it's so that he can't get the win here, right? That's why.
That's right. Yeah. I had the same thing. I'm like, you don't need to do that. Oh, but now Sakamoto can't pin. All right. Okay.
Working the smart marks.
That's right. Oh, and here come the hotties, Togo and Kanemaru, baby. Driller is garroted out and Sonata is draped over him. Driller kicks out and they throw Sakamoto back the fuck out. Clark comes out for the save. Wilson to Kanemaru. Sonata goes to the low blow, but he's fading and he falls. Driller grabs another guitar, whacks Sonata's noggin. Driller killer for 3. And good. I think this is what it needed to be. It kind of protects Sonata because, all right. For some reason, you got to protect him. I guess ex-world champion or whatever. And you had to do it in this kind of match. I don't care. I wanted to see a hot guy get their comeuppance because that's what I like every now and again, you know?
Yeah.
I love House of Torture, but I also am also one of those people who gets a bit of like that kind of, that needed to happen. And I'm happy for Driller because Driller beating Sonata, that's a pretty big deal.
It is a good one.
And I love that for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Match is pretty boring until the hunky boys came out. Then it got interesting, and I like that part. The pop for Wheelson was insane. And also, I noticed right in the middle of all this, they're fighting in the crowd. Fucking Eddie Munster's there, and he's like, "Look out, look out!" And I'm like, "What is this there again? Why is he ringside?" We'll find out. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe Connor should move up to heavyweight. I know that they need juniors in War Dogs, but like, I don't know. I guess now that, we'll find out later. That's not going to matter. That's a dumb thought anyway. That's just what I was thinking at this point, is they need to do something with this guy. They need to do something with these factions. And this was my idea. So next loop, we're doing something with this guy. And we're doing something with this faction. And it's not a good one. It's the Goto comeback match. It's Goto and Fisherman versus Riho Aiwa, Fujita, and poor Hartley Jackson. Stupid marks go nuts for an old man whose bones are made of dust. This match is dumb assholes who are nerds versus, what's this say, cool and dynamic wrestlers I like. The wrestling is fine when Yoshihashi isn't in the ring. TMDK briefly take over on Goto, but Yoshihashi saves him and helps him get the pin on Hartley after an illegal Shoto right in the middle in front of the ref and a GTR. Boo. So yeah. I know what he's here to do tonight, and it isn't to pin Hartley Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, look, you knew exactly what was going to happen when this match, when all 6 men came out. All right, Jag's eating this. Okay, fine.
Well, but I have thoughts. Yes.
We'll get to some of those thoughts later.
Luke, yes, go ahead, please.
If you were to ask me, Luke, what is your lamest what is the lamest trio that you can think of in New Japan? Well, Iwa, Jag, and Fujita face them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Yujiro. Man, kind of replace him with Yo. I think that's worse. But we could have that conversation. We'll that'll be a separate episode. Luke, did you see the New Beginning in America and the announcement? So next year, I guess. I don't care.
No, I don't care either. Next we have a television title match. It's El
Last in a
Phantasmo.
lifetime.
That's right. Is it though? El Phantasmo doesn't seem to think. And we'll get there. El Phantasmo versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the TV title. The commentary mentions that Tanahashi's family's here. Uh-oh.
He's going to get pinned and his ass kicked.
That's right. Yeah. Tanahashi, he wins a strike exchange and hits his corner senton and plays the guitar. ELP wants to play it as well, but Tanahashi throws it into the crowd.
I don't throw my guitars. Like, I take care of them because I respect them and I paid good money for them. Tanahashi doesn't give a fuck.
No, man.
Sonata cares about his guitars. You know?
If I was Nigel Tufnell, I would not allow Tanahashi to look at my real guitars.
No.
All my air guitars. You know, not even the one that you're not allowed to look at. You know, so
high energy. Get your high energy away from my sustain.
There's a moonsault by El Phantasmo for 2. Sudden death? Twist and shout and a scoop slam. Tana poses before the crunching senton, but eats an Inzaguri. Tree of Woe by El Phantasmo. Corner dropkick? Nah. Because El Phantasmo does the old Bullet Club Cuties balls thing instead. Yeah, but Tanahashi, he lifts himself up from the Tree of Woe, from the dropkick, and then he fucks El Phantasmo's leg into the ring post. They're both doing some rudo shit on each other today. Now Tanahashi does an apron cannonball to El Phantasmo to the floor, which is pretty cool. Canadian Dragon Screw by El Phantasmo. A tope by El Phantasmo, pushing Tanahashi into the railing. And El Phantasmo gets Tanahashi on the other side of the railing. Oh, but Tanahashi fucking moves, and El Phantasmo eats shit and fucks his knee up, which is the story. Hey, we're doing a my niece fucked story in this match. Oh, wow. I wonder if they're going to do that in the next match as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, they will. But 'tis the season for legs.
No, that's usually junior, that's super juniors. I wrote a song about it.
You did. But so Tanahashi stomps El Phantasmo's knee and makes him run. I'm like, wow, Tanahashi's doing that. Oh, you're not wrestling Zack Sabre Jr. or Taichi Tanahashi, but I get it. Basement dropkick by Tanahashi, and El Phantasmo does the head spike kind of bump, which is kind of cool.
Been a while since we've seen that. That was cool.
That's right. There's a JTO, Texas Cloverleaf. El Phantasmo makes the ropes before Tanahashi can fold him in half like he's fucking Sho Makato. Tanahashi, he goes for the ACR2, but El Phantasmo's like, nah, I'm not eating that. They swat each other in the face, but Tana's face swat is it's not face swapping, then it's not face off. But I'd love to see a face off gimmick in wrestling. That would be gnarly.
How?
Anyway, I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right. But if we can have a fake Sonata walk to the ring, give me a fucking give it to me.
Same thing.
All right.
I got you. I'm with you.
Thank you. But Tanahashi's face slap is a little stronger than El Phantasmo's. El Phantasmo drops. Sling Blade. El Phantasmo, though, he manages to pick up Tana for the UFO. Nope. Sling Blade from that. Then a normal Sling Blade. Frankensteiner fails by El Phantasmo, and he lands on his knees. Ouch. Aces high into the ring. High fly flow. Knees fucked. Oh, knees up. But it fucks El Phantasmo's legs up even more, and he's selling up a storm. There's 2 minutes left. Oh, holy shit, what's going to fucking happen here? What's going to happen? Tanahashi eats a sudden death. A jackknife pin for 2 by Tanahashi. Oh, there's a pin fight and some combos. There's a CA2 and El Phantasmo is slow to cover. Oh, Thunderkiss 86, slow to pin. No, JTO by El Phantasmo. Draw. Tanahashi hands him the belt. And I'm like, man, Tanahashi has so few matches left before he retires. No offense, I'm sure Alpha Tasmo wants another match again, but you only do a finish like this if you're going to do the match again.
Yeah.
Now, do I want the match again? Sure. This was really good 15 minutes. It's really good. I had a great time watching it, but I'm kind of thinking selfishly, like, no offense, Alpha Tasmo, but Tanahashi's leaving soon. I want to see him wrestle other people on his way the fuck out. But otherwise, I like this. Would have preferred to finish. What did you think?
I'm indifferent to it. I didn't really have many thoughts on it other than, okay, that was fine. I guess they're going to do that again.
They really don't like booking El Phantasmo strong as the champion, do they?
No, they don't do that. I don't particularly want this match again. I didn't really want it to begin with. So it's just kind of like, But yeah, he doesn't. I mean, that might be something that he likes. I don't know. He has, since he became a heavyweight, he hasn't won a lot, even though he has. He's a champion all the time. So it's kind of like,
it's weird,
maybe that's the perfect wrestler, the babyface that loses all the time, even though he's a champion somehow. So I don't know. It just gets old.
That's some Jericho Mick Foley shit.
Yeah. Next, Luke, we have a match that I really liked, and I'm excited about what's going on with this. We have the Never title match. That is the title that we named our show after. This match is Bars, Bolton Oleg versus Evil, the King of Darkness. And Bars takes it to Evil right away. He tries a kamikaze on the floor, but no, Abe spot happens instead. And I love that. That was cool. He's like, fuck you, Evil. I had enough. I'm going to kill you, and maybe me too. We'll see.
That's right.
I like that. So, House of Torture cheat for the next 5 minutes. Bars comes back and hits it. He shimmy shakes Evil and does a Vader bomb. There's a ref bump. Togo and Kanemaru hit each other with powder whiskey as he dodges and stuff. And then he drop kicks Kenta Sato on accident. It was awesome. We all want to drop kick him. I get it, but you can't do that, man. Bolton handles hot hunky guys though, but Evil is the hottest of all the hunky guys. So Yano commits an unspeakable act and leaves commentary to escort the hot hunky boys to the back. And then there he is, a golden god runs through the curtain. Marty in his silver god and his silver surfer shoes. And you better not drop kick him is all I'm saying. So now we get a proper match, sort of. The hot hunky boys are gone. Evil's there. He's trying to cheat, but Marty won't let him. And there's a big power bomb from Bars, but he doesn't go for cover. He hits a Jeff 5 instead and fires up. But then there's a lot of hunky boys. There's a bunch of them, right? So there's more. Show appears. He gets murdered by Bars and takes a kamikaze. And he gets the short, but then he gets up, he grabs Evil, hits the short version. He's going crazy. He's killing everybody. And Marty screams at Evil on the way down, "Give up!"
Yes.
That was really funny. Doki shows up and let's see here. He does something. I don't know.
He hits Oleg in the leg with his
He hits
pole.
him with the pole. That's what it is. Marty gets distracted, pole to Bars. Everything is Evil, including the Never title. That went the way it should. There's a post-match beatdown with all the hot hunky guys, and then there's a post-match angle. But Luke, just tell me about the match. What'd you think about the match?
The match went down how I thought it would be. Like, you and I did not see Oleg beating Evil, and that's fine. We knew we were going to get another Evil Never reign. Okay, cool. Now I want, which makes me want someone Never to come and go, now we got to reclaim this from the hotties, the hunky boys. And I don't get it. But I really like this match because it makes Oleg look strong. He didn't lose the belt fairly. Of course, it's hot. So, he's kept strong in defeat like that. He gets to do so many cool fucking Oleg things, not just on Evil, but other wrestlers too. I love how generous Evil is. And that's going to sound weird because he cheated to win the belt, I guess. But just watch him bump. Just watch him, man. Like, I always thought he had a really good bump game, but it's more pronounced now that he's this Memphis-style heel, Like, sometimes it's a bit cartoony and stuff, but he will bump like a crazy man for anyone. Young Lions, even all that kind of stuff. And it's a bump faction, man. It really is. House of Torture. Why? Because you want to see them get their ass kicked. So what do you need? You need guys who can freaking bump. And I just love Evil for that. The same reason, like what got me into Doki, his bump game. Show, I got into him because he's like this short never guy, but his bump game's improved. All these guys. So they're good at making other wrestlers look good, which is what you want from a heel faction. You want to see get their ass kicked. So I really like this match. I like Oleg. Remember, we used to be at a spot where I was ragging on him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I do turn around on wrestlers. Just go back a few years. I'm ragging on Great Khan. Now he's one of my favorites, even though he
not doesn't here. Wrestle anymore.
But
his faction's dissolved. So it's
pretty much because everyone loses or gets hurt. Everyone leaves or gets hurt. You saying the Jeff 5? I love that. Makes me miss Jeff Cobb because I love him. Now, all right, you need to talk to me about something because after the match, I'm like, all right, I need someone to be like, we're not having this. We're not having this with Evil taking our title hostage. I want a fucking Shingo to come out. I want a fucking Ishii to come out. A Taichi. I want some never guy, to bona fide, badass never guy to come out and be like, no, we're not having this. And instead, they go and do something that is one of my pet peeves in wrestling. Now, I love Yota Tsuji. I fucking love him. You know this. But I wasn't a fan of his first match returning from Young Liondom being a heavyweight title match for the main title of New Japan against Sonata. Because it just made me think Sonata's going to beat him on his first match back. I didn't like that. Now, I'm happy with what they're doing with Yota Tsuji now. It's fucking awesome. Great. But you know what also? I've also seen what Yota Tsuji could do. I've seen him be an excursion. I know he's got fundamentals and all this kind of stuff. And that's fine, right? And then in that match with Sonata, you got to see some of what he could do. Great. I have never seen Eddie Wolf Munster Man do a fucking thing. And if I was a young lion, I'd be like, fucking for real? Here I am bumping my ass off, getting lariated by Shota and getting my ass kicked like I'm a little bitch by Tiger Mask all the time. And this guy's going to come in, first match, Wrestle Kingdom, never gold. I hate it. Yeah.
He's been there a year, Luke. We just haven't seen him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like he's just like, just showing up out of nowhere. That he debuted on Wrestle Kingdom as like a skit.
Yeah, but you haven't done anything, man.
He's had 2 press conferences with the president of the company live on the network. You haven't even done
a 10-minute Brad draw. Get out of here.
I'm not getting out of here. I'm gonna stay right here. I like this, and it's because this is a unique way to debut a guy. We don't see this in New Japan
not
ever.
For my title. All right, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Well, I mean, I want to hear your opinions, but I'd also like to tell you mine as well.
I'm sorry.
It's not something I'm going to get angry over. You know what I mean? But I think this is an interesting way they're so high on this guy. There's got to be something to him. I think New Japan knows a little more about wrestling than we do. And so, like, you didn't like Bolton Oleg when he first came in. You thought, oh, this guy's crap. You know what I mean? You didn't like the way he was treated, and look how that turned out. I think that they know what they're doing with this guy. And I mean, we didn't even say what happened. So hot hunky guys are going bonkers, right? And they're beating the shit out of everybody. And who gets in the ring? Like it's young lions trying to take him off, but there's one young lion who they can't fuck with. It's Eddie Munster. And he hits some like Japanese slam thing on one of them. That's like some All Japan move or something. And so he does stand there looking like an idiot for a while and no one knows what to do. And that was really awkward and dumb. But as I established earlier, they are bad at skits in New Japan. So I wasn't expecting much. And that was a surprise. So you can hate on him all you want, but you really can't, though, because he hasn't done anything yet. So how can you hate on him, Luke?
You watched me on camera drop trowel if he wins that title at Wrestle Kingdom, because I'll be fucking pissed off.
Well, I won't watch that.
Oh, no. You just tend to... No, cool. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I don't like debut wrestlers having a title shot. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I
I've
heard you
never
the
liked
first
it.
time you said it. Yeah.
I haven't liked it since I was a teenager. I'm 43. I still don't like
Well,
it.
it can't be good then. If it wasn't good then, there's no way it could be good now. You're
Look,
right.
at least I'd seen Oleg grow and progress. Yeah, sure, I shit on him, but he grew and progressed until I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm behind this kid now. I don't know, maybe he's 30 something now, but I don't know. I got to see him grow and improve and get better, and I got behind him from after like I stopped beating him with the dead horse stick. And what's the opposite? I'm giving him CPR.
Yeah.
I'm got the paddles going. Zzz, I like you now. Zzz, come back to life. Zzz. I haven't seen Wolfman do shit. I don't care if they like him or
You've
not.
made that
They
point.
can get high off his farts, but we've got to see it too. Why are they? No, come on, man. I got to see it. I
Okay.
haven't
Well,
seen
you
it.
don't
All
like
right.
all this wrestler's going to debut. I get it. I'm more of a wait and see kind of guy anyway. But at the same time, I don't see getting worked over this because do you think
It's
Evil
fun.
would wrestle a guy for any title at Wrestle Kingdom if it wasn't like going to be awesome? Like he's not going to do something shitty at Wrestle Kingdom. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, Evil definitely deserves a better match for Wrestle Kingdom. You're right. And look, I'm happy to eat shit and be proven wrong. I am. Do I like booing Shota Umino? No, he's going to be great in the next match I'm going to talk about, by the way. Do I, I'm happy to have turned around on Wato, on Great Khan, on Bolton Oleg. I'm on Sonata even. I'm hot and cold on him. I don't want to be cold on anyone. I don't.
You don't like new guys. I get it. It's okay.
No, that is not true.
So, what did you think of Yuya and Shota versus the Kick Butt Collective?
I fucking love this match. I love it. In fact, I like it more than the next two matches. So there is that. All right. So yeah, I said it. Chumpy's here. Awesome. This I fucking love. Oscar is sent. I like this match. My biased nitpick is I would have swapped who got pinned in the finish because I think one of the faces is 10 times better than the other one, even though the other one is still really fucking good. Anyway, it's Yudo Ice and Oscar versus Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura. You could probably guess who I like more pretty easily if you've ever listened to this show. Oscar is sent outside and Yuya armbars Yudo already. He's like, fuck this. I know your weakness. That's that arm. You broke that one time. So it's easy to re-break and stuff. And plus you spat on me that time. Fuck you. Oscar makes the save though and slams Yuya. Ice kicks Yuya in the corner and then shoves Marty and then goes back to kicking Yuya and then a fucking gnarly looking Meteora. Which is pretty cool. Yuya tries to get flashy and with Oscar and gets caught and slammed. Seeing Oscar bitch slapping Shota Umino rules. Oscar elbow dropping Shota in the back. I'm like, ouch. I'm like, I might not be Shota's biggest fan, but like, don't be all right. Come on, man, settle down. But still look awesome. Shota does a fucking amazing. Yeah, you heard me say this. Amazing. Slow German suplex on Oscar Loeb. And because Oscar Loeb is like 10 Tom Cruises, one on top of the other, giant man, it looks fucking awesome. I loved that. So there we go. I can put over people I'm not a huge fan of. You just heard it. That's fucking great move.
Tom Cruise?
I like Tom Cruise movies. Might not be a bit. Shut up. Yuya is all fuck your arm on Yudo. Why wouldn't you be? You fucking tortured it and you won a singles against him. Yeah, do it. Yudo's all fuck your arm after giving Ice a side suplex. I'll call him Ice now because Yuda and
he can't do it, right?
Yeah, it's a yep. Murder Shota knocks Ice the fuck out. I'm like, okay.
I have a nickname for him. Anger Neck. Anger Neck. He wakes up the Anger Neck, right? That's the one. Man. I love that.
Oh man, but that was really cool. He just fucking punches Ice the fuck out. No, makes me think of Friday. I can't remember the gentleman who said you got knocked the fuck out.
Chris
He's from Fifth Element, the guy. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris
Corbin
Tucker,
Dallas. It's like, oh.
Oscar makes both nerds collide, but then they reverse the double lariat and do double backdrop suplex on him. Superplex by Shota on ice, and then a high fly flow by Yuya. But Oscar makes the save. Double drop kicks to ice and a hammerlock on ice. Yuya wants to take the arm tape off, and he does. The crowd boos. Oh, hey, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of booing, but I'm also like, I get it with Yuya. Fuck this guy. He disrespected me. Fuck him. Good wrestling. I like it. Good storytelling here. Yuya takes the arm tape off, gets booed. Ice takes his mouth guard out and bites Yuya to get out of an arm hold. I'm like, that's really cool too. Yeah, you got to bite, scratch, and claw to get to do your shit. Both men, headbutt each other, and Oscar makes the save with a sleeper because Yuya's got ice and another arm thing. Oscar makes the save with a sleeper hold and a sleeper slam. So he got him in the sleeper. Whoop! I love it.
So
awesome. Yep. I'd shit myself on the way down too, man. Going up really high.
Give up!
I'm tapping out before I land. Oh man, I'd pass out from the sleeper, and then he'd still do the move on me because hey, why not? I'm in War Dogs, gold or buddies. Oh my god, they are really trying to single Ice out, and it's not because Ice is the weak link. It's because it's like, hey, fucked his arm up. Let's fucking do it. Or maybe they do also think like, all right, he's not as big. It's good psychology in wrestling. It's really good stuff. Ice gets the receipt on Shota by punching him the fuck out. It's another Friday, huh? Is that what they called it? Yep, the sequel. Yep, but the sequel sucked. Just watch
the next Friday, I think is what it was called.
That's right. But Yuya, he's got another arm lock on. Oscar makes the save with a leg drop. Awesome. Oscar holds Yuya so Ice can knock him the fuck out. Awesome. KOP on Yuya. And War Dogs are the first tag team in a fucking year to retain the IWGP tag team title. According to Chris Charlton, I'm glad it's those two. You and I have been like, where are they? We want them back. Where are they? We want them back. Where are they? We want them back. They just beat two of the top guys in New Japan in a tag team title match. I wish they pinned Shota for the finish, but I do like that Ice gets a modicum of revenge over the guy who kind of ripped his arm out and beat him to death with it the last time they had a single. So fucking really enjoyed this. So yeah, what do you think of this match?
It was awesome. I don't think it was the best match on the night, but it was close. It was fucking great. Fuck you up, folks. Retain the Kick Butt Collective, the punching people, all of those things. But I got a problem. At the end, I was hoping. I'm like sitting there going, oh, is it time to go fishing? But no fisherman. I was hoping that would keep Goto busy for a while. But actually, let's keep him away from people that are entertaining, anyway. So,
if it's okay with you, I'm a little down on the main event, and I know you'll do it a lot more justice than I will. Do you mind if I take Kid and Yoda Tsuji?
Sure.
Oh, look at your face. You got your. Sorry, do you have anything else to add about the tag team title match?
Nope.
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. Yeah, no, yeah, it is what it is. And look, I'm a bit mixed on this match too. Is it a good, well-wrestled match?
What?
No. Let me finish.
Out of here.
Let me finish. I really like this match. I was hoping the finish would go the other way.
Oh, and that's come on.
But, and it's also because I don't like what happens after it. I don't know if I don't like. Okay, that's a strong. I'm perplexed. I'm head scratchy. It's been over a week and I'm still like, what the fuck is going? What? Why? What? All right. So let me get there. This match is really good. Okay, it's two bulls colliding over a lion, and that was Chris's call right at the start, and I really like that call. Chumpy's here to ref this really good match. The way the finish is done is all right. Let's get there. Right. This
How many
match
times
is
are you gonna set yourself up here?
I know. This match is fucking awesome. It is everything I want with these two. It is what I like is Yota Tsuji's ongoing feud with War Dogs. Right? He's got two top tier marquee main event feuds with David Finlay and Gabriel Kidd. Long may it continue. Oh,
We just
right?
saw it all year.
I know.
A whole year of it. We don't
I
need
know.
it anymore. Come on.
This is how much I like it. I want more. I want more. Now, after this match, am I happy for them to have a bit of a break before they resume hostilities? Of course I am. But I want more. I think Yota Tsuji is like, I love him, and he needs really cool dudes to have really cool feuds with. And these two are fucking perfect for him.
That we have the G1, we have World Tag League, we
I
have
know.
these things. They're gonna wrestle each other. They just wrestled each other for a whole year.
I know.
I like different. I like change.
I
The
know.
match
I
is
know.
very good, Luke. There
I
is a
know.
spot in there where these two bust out the Jack Cartwheel, Jordan Oliver
Dude.
bounce off the ropes powerbomb spot.
Dude.
That was awesome.
That's another reason I like these matches between Yoda and the War Dogs. They will do similar stuff, yeah, but then they add steps. Like, no, I know what you do when you hit me with this. You're about to do the rebound thing. Nah, I've got you there. Boom. The flatliner thing, stomp. And then Kid's like, nah, I know what you do when you do this, and I've got that sorted. And now I can hit the rebound lariat and things like that. So they're mixing in more reversals and kind of fake outs with how they work against each other. And it's a match where we've had this a couple times where Gabe Kidd might get a bit ambitious, and I love that. I love a wrestler getting ambitious in the ring. And it doesn't always work, but I respect that because I put a bit of respect on sometimes on a Mr. Tongaloa because, all right, he's got a bit of ambition, all right? Maybe it didn't always work, but I'm like, all right, I know what you tried to do. Didn't work. I respect that, all right? But this is like maybe the one match this year where Gabe Kidd's skill and ambition collide, and I don't get that spot that he has where I'm like, I'm not sure that one worked, but the rest of the match was great. No,
it didn't happen in this match, right?
The whole match was fucking great.
That's why it was one of Gabe Kidd's best matches.
Absolutely. The whole match clicks. I'm fucking loving it. And the reason I'm not sure why they did what they did after this match is because Yota Tsuji doesn't just win, he humiliates Gabriel Kidd in story by beating him with a fucking brab like he's a young lion. And I'm like, all right, that's a really good way to win, to humiliate Kidd, to set up maybe not next month or wherever, but in the future, another match. Why? You brab me the fuck out. Fuck you. I hate you for life. I get it. I like that story. Let's do that. We can, when next time they resume hostilities, you'll be like, you brab me out and I don't like you. And I'm going to fucking get my comeuppance on you. Cool. That's the story we've got. Love that. I love it. They don't do it. And I'm like, wait, so what are you doing? Respect. Hey, wait, Gabriel Kidd, why are you shaking his hand? He grabbed you the fuck out. He didn't show you respect. He did not show you respect. He grabbed you out. That is not a respectful finish. That is, I'm fucking you up and I'm grabbing you out. That's a disrespectful finish, which makes me think that's cool for storyline. I'm in. But that's not what happens. Instead,
But let's follow your logic. What would happen next? A cage match?
No.
I mean, but that's where it's got to head, right? Is a cage match or something. They got to up it and they got to do that. And I'm just like, I'm tired of that. It doesn't need to be something like that.
It doesn't need to be something like that.
It would be, though.
I want to see the match now where Gabe Kidd beats him with the friggin' brab. You know,
then you'd say that was predictable.
I don't mind predictable when it's good. I've said that before.
Okay. I don't mind the Brad finish because I feel like that's like him showing like, look, dude, I'm better at you tonight, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you the way that we've been showing each other this whole time. And I think that move, maybe if they'd switched that move to a different move, you'd like it more. But I don't think that one little thing ruins this whole, angle.
He tapped to it though. He didn't pass out. He tapped to it.
I understand.
Too.
He gave up. Yes.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's a definitive win for a champion.
Is. I don't mind a definitive win for a champion. Fine, that's great. And I don't mind a bit of a fuck you Brab finish. It's fun. And for me, that's like, oh, and because it's an LIJ guy, I'm like, I see what you did. A bit of that Rudo disrespect thing. I'm like, one day Gabriel Kidd's going to knock your block off. Instead, I go from like, scratching my head with one finger to getting both hands, all 10 digits, and scratching the side of my head because, look, I am interested and curious to see where it goes. But wait, all of unaffiliated are out. All of War Dogs are out. And I'm like, first I'm perplexed that Gabe Kidd would shake Yota Tsuji's hand. I'm like, why would you do that? He brabbed you out. That doesn't make any sense. It would have made more sense if it was a less humiliating finish, because New Japan has taught me that if you're brabbing someone who's no longer a young lion, you're humiliating them. That's what New Japan has taught me. But it's not this time. All of War Dogs come out, all of it unaffiliated are out, and they all shake hands. And I'm like, huh? Hiromu shakes Taiji's hand, huh? Finley and Gabe Kidd shake, like they're shaking Shingo's hand, they shake, what? Yudo, Ice, and Oscar in the corner going like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I'm with them, and then they shake hands too. I'm like, what? Why? What? And I'm not saying, all right, it makes me sound like I'm not shitting on this. I'm confused. I'm a bit like, I'm perplexed. I'm like, what?
That's fair.
So
this is not the next logical step in the story in your mind, right? I get that. But that's cool. That's exciting. It's something different. I don't know what they're going to do here. Obviously, they're trying to build another super faction on this side. But why? What's going on? They have to shake up the factions. They have to. And so this is a step in that direction towards something different they're going to try, which I'm all in for different. I'm tired of the same old shit. So like anything that's different, I'm like, great. And maybe that's a failing on my end, is I want to be positive about something right away. Yeah. But like, this is just what I thought was going to happen is I thought that the story, the next logical step to me was Finley and War Dogs come out and they beat Gabe Kidd's ass for shaking Tsuji's hand. Yeah. That's and he joins the unaffiliated guys. But they worked the fucking smart marks. And so that's what I thought they were coming out to do. But no, everybody makes nice. Even Gato is shaking Daiki Nakai's hand and shit like that. It's so funny. So I love that. And the crowd was confused too, but they eventually were like, okay, so this is what we're doing now. I think it's okay. I mean, if I was Connors, I sure would like to sell some t-shirts. You know what I mean? I think this gives a direction for unaffiliated to do. And they've announced the World Tag League, or the junior tag things, right? Yeah. All the teams, and like Gato and Hiromu are tagging. That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
I mean, come on. Of course. We got Connors and Daiki Nakai tagging. That's fun.
I know. Yeah. Look, I don't disagree that there's going to be some interesting, fun stuff to come from this. It just, the way it was done, it seemed to come out of, and I know people could be like, oh yeah, but you look at their tag matches and stuff. I'm like, I didn't see this coming until, and then like they're laying the groundwork on English commentary at the Shingo Dave Finley tag match earlier. But even then, I'm just like, what, they respect each other?
Maybe they just decided to do it,
I bodies or gold, and I can just see Yudo and Oscar there going like, we did our job. What the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
But that's a story. You know,
Yeah.
there's something there. So
I'm not 100. Look, I guess I should say I'm not a fan of how they've done it, and it still leaves me scratching my head. But yeah, am I excited for Gato and Hiromu teaming? Of course. I want to see a move where Hiromu uses Gato's beard to swing Gato into one of the other wrestlers or something. You know, fun, silly shit like that. Or
yeah.
saving Gato from a beard beatdown or stuff. Yeah, of course, I want to see silly things like that. Or Hiromu going like, maybe he messes up a Gato clutch and Gato's got to teach him how to do it. And
Right.
funny shenanigans, of course. You know I'm going to love that. And
All right.
fucking Connor's going like, hey, Nagai, get the fucking wheel.
Yeah.
And maybe because he's a young lion, he's only got a small tire or something like that, like from a training wheel on a bike or something.
It's like 20 great
of
ideas.
Of course. But like, yes. So yeah, does some of it fill me with excitement for of course it does. It's just I wasn't necessarily a fan of how it all came about.
That's fair. Yeah, they were. It was clunky, just like fucking everything in New Japan
Yeah.
when they want to tell a story like this. It's clunky.
Yeah,
they're not good at it, you know. But the wrestling will be great. Are we headed?
Sorry, I just didn't want you to think I was blanket shitting on it. I'm not.
Are we headed towards 3 super factions? House of Torture, Unaffiliated, and Nerds? Is that what we're headed towards? Will like Yudo, Ice, and Oscar join House of Torture? You know, because they have to, they don't like the way this is going. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. You know, I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens with it. Let's talk about something I don't like, and that is the main evento of the evening. It's the IWGP Heavyweight Title match. It's Takeshita, the G1 Climax winner, versus Zack Sabre Jr., the IWG champ. Good thing I'm covering this because I don't have any notes on this match.
I have very few notes on it too because I was just kind of
So I had to watch this later. I got spoiled on it, but it didn't matter. I knew what was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
And like, it's not that I don't like Takeshita winning the title. I don't have a problem with that at all. I just like, I think I know what's going to happen. I think he's going to beat, if he beats Goto, I'm going to feel much better. I'm going to like this match much better if he beats Goto. They have an awesome match. These two wrestle. It's fucking fantastic. It's probably their best match. I liked it better than the G1 stuff. They didn't try anything that didn't work. You know, much like the Gabe Kidd thing where they have spots and stuff like that where it's like, what's that all about? They didn't fly too close to the sun in this one, and it was just fantastic, and I think it was maybe their best match. I don't even know, whatever, fireball, elbow, something or other, Takeshita wins. He's the champion, and Goto comes out to challenge, and that is just a big fuck you, like, ending for me. I don't like that, but I will say that Takeshita has said that he's going to fight Goto before Wrestle Kingdom, so that's good. That means that Wrestle Kingdom is probably going to be Takeshita versus someone bigger.
Maybe. He won with the power drive knee. I'm watching this, and look, I guess one of the things I don't like in wrestling is the OP guy, the overpowered guy, becoming super overpowered. And I'm more against that kind of thing when it's a wrestler that's not full-time with the company. Now, look, I can swallow it more with, say, Okada when he was doing all that stuff. Why? Because he's there full-time. He's there every week. He's there, right? You see, he's there. I have never liked when a wrestler, doesn't matter what company it is, who isn't there much, and I guess you could call him, it feels wrong to call Takeshita a part-timer. He isn't. But that kind of thing of a wrestler who isn't with the company a lot, winning and becoming the top guy, and you're like, oh great, Brock Lesnar's the champ. Yeah, but but you already know he's only signed on to do 10 dates for the year, but you've put the title on him now. So now you might, I'm not saying that's what they're doing with Takeshita. I'm just saying I'm not a fan with how over OP is. I have overcome everyone's best moves to be the champion, and it's kind of like you're chomping out the roster, and I don't know, like, and it's weird because I really like Takeshita. From what I read about him, seems like a really nice, personable guy. Hey, if you've got 3 companies that are willing to sign you to a contract at the same time, you would be stupid not to take that. Take that. Yes, of course. I'm not going to. Of course, that's a unique and interesting position to be in. But yeah, it's just all right. So give him someone cool to fight, and you just know because he's just in a rando tag earlier. There's going to be Goto to come out. Please don't make that Wrestle Kingdom, and please don't have Goto beat him. But they're positioning Goto to be King of the Nerds now that Tanahashi's retiring. Because look, I know we love Taichi, and we want him to be King of the Nerds. But who's the toppest guy in the nerd group?
It's Goto.
It is Goto. It just is. It just is. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on him beating David Finlay for the title for the G1, and then I'm not. He made it to the final. Now lose. No, he doesn't. All right, now you're having your title match. All right, cool. Now lose. You've done it. All right, cool. No, he just keeps winning and just overpowering all the guys, and I can't get behind that. It's not interesting to me. Who's his equal? No one looks like Magnus Carlsen, and all the other chess players aren't shit. And you're just like, wow, but in a scripted form. Wrestling is so weird sometimes that you take a wrestler that I think is absolutely phenomenal and amazing and really good and by all accounts a nice guy, and then I'm just like, I'm not a fan how he's been booked, and that's just how it is. But congratulations on being a champion and all that kind of stuff. And he was a great never champ, all that. But you're telling me the only guy who could beat him this year in New Japan was Bolton Oleg? Yeah, no, I don't know. It's weird. I can't remember the last time I was in a position with New Japan where, yes, I love it. I love doing this with you. But there's stuff they're doing that, like, all right, I see what you're trying to do. You're shaking things up. You're doing new directions and stuff. But some of it's making me scratch my head a bit. And I can dig surprises, there's been surprises that have happened throughout our years doing this that we've both really liked. But I don't remember this last time I've had this vibe of like, huh? Okay. Or, So yeah. I'm excited for what's coming. I mean, I'm a New Japan fan, and I've got a show from last night to watch, and I'm excited for that, and it'll give me more of a taste of what to expect. Junior Tag League looks to be a lot of fun, and maybe, even though we don't cover it, maybe I will watch more of the shows if I get... They better give me the tag team of Yota Tsuji and fucking Gabriel Kidd now. I want to see them just fucking, like, if we're doing that, that's all with David Finlay. Something. Or Shingo and David Finlay.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Bit weird how you did it. But if I'm getting those 2 never teams, it's like in both blocks crunching people. All right, I can get behind. I definitely, I'm in. It's just some weird shit. And I don't know. Of course I'm going to watch all of it because I'm a nerd and I love this shit. But yeah, that's where I'm
you're
at.
the real king of the nerds, not Goto. He's just the prince. But we got other wrestlers that need to come back. What are they going to do with Cal Newman? They put so much stock in him this year. You know what I mean? Yeah. What are they going to do with Fireball Nova guy? What are they going to do with, other guys? So, I mean, Great O'Con. There's a lot of guys that are kind of misplaced now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're shuffling the deck. We've been covering New Japan pretty intensely for like 6 years. And so, maybe this is a good time to kind of talk about that. We're probably going to change the way we do our coverage in the future and maybe sooner than later, just because honestly for me, it's starting to take the fun out of it. You know what I mean? I'm not having fun watching the show as much as I used to. And a lot of it's because I have to pay so close attention to it that I don't want to, it's coming like work and not fun work. And
Yeah.
so, I think we're going to change things up, have less episodes, more episodes where we're just kind of like talking about what we think and what's been going on with us, and kind of cover it in a little less intense fashion. And I think that'll be better for everyone. So,
yeah, if there's like 4 shows in a week, and 3 of them are our shows, and only one, and then we got King of Pro Wrestling at the end of the week. Andy and I just want to talk about the King of Pro Wrestling show, and that's the show I really don't mind taking a few notes on, because that's going to be the big one, right? And then maybe the say, for example, the Doki show, Kukai, Despy kind of stuff, and that kind of thing. We want to keep doing the show because we love chatting with each other and talking shit about wrestling and, well, to be honest, everything, But we don't want to watch every single show and take intense notes on all of it. I think what we want to do is maybe, yes, just take a step back and just talk about it a bit more broadly.
yeah.
Right? We don't need to talk about 50 Honma matches. No offense to Honma. You know what I mean?
We've already done that. Like, there's nothing else to say about Hanma. There's just nothing else to say, And so there's a lot of subjects like Hanma or whatever in New Japan that we've said all there is to say. So there's nothing else to say about it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, what's the point?
And what we want to do is, I think there will be times where we'll have a few notes on a few matches and things like that, because they deserve it, and we really want to talk about it. But I think we just want to maybe broad stroke it in terms of, here's some of the story stuff that's going on that you guys might have missed or haven't caught up on, and all that kind of stuff. Do I still intend to watch pretty much all the shows? Yeah, I do. But it would be nice.
I do not. Straight up. So.
But it would be nice to not have to take notes on that many shows. And hey, it makes things easier for you listeners. Do you guys, maybe some of you sickos do want to hear 70 episodes a year? Or maybe you guys would prefer maybe 30 or something like that, Be a bit more easy. So is there still going to be a Never Open podcast? Yes. But we're just... I don't want to write novels anymore, and neither does Mr. Andy. So there you go.
Yeah, I got other shit to do, And so our next episode will be a detailed review, on that note, of the Taichi Taka like 0.5 show that basically just happened, where it's Taka Taichi stuff on a New Japan show with and fucking Karate Lady, and Eagle Mask is probably on this show, all kinds of guys. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We don't have time tonight to tell you all about Junior Tag League and who's going to be in that, but you can go to NewJapan1972.com, find out for yourself. That'll be fun. We'll be covering that in lackadaisical fashion.
Yep. So maybe we'll give you brackets after we talk about the Taka Taichi kind of show and all that kind of stuff. So we love talking to each other, but we don't necessarily want to have to record 5 episodes a week or something like that, and things like that, because it can get intensive and kind of crazy and all that. So I guess that's the best way to put it.